This is Eric Moore with Mother.com with a quick educational video. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the complexity between time frames. So let's begin here, June 21st, 2021. And we're going to take a look at home building stock, HOV, and just discuss how different time frames can give you different looks. So we can see here on the weekly, it is beginning the week, today being a Monday, with a 7% gain. Making sense because it is holding the RSI 50. Now I could end the video right there because that in itself is a valuable takeaway that we understand that markets tend to bounce when they're in a mood for a bounce after a big drop, when they hold the RSI 50 with uniform action, just like we did here. We also know that generally speaking, when the RSI is above 50, the odds of a good stable move higher is there. So you can see this is when the RSI was holding above 50. This is a 2-year weekly chart. Now let's take a look at the other period where we dropped below 50, which is in early 2020, corresponding with this period. So again, holding RSI 50 is a sign of support. This is the weekly chart. There's another way to end up with the same conclusion, which is take the RSI lows line and you end up with something like that. So this line connects the lows of the RSI, and as of this moment, the weekly chart is again showing support. So the takeaway from the weekly chart is the stock is stabilizing, and in the weeks ahead, it is higher from current levels or sideways, unless it comes back and breaks this trend line. Now I'm going to skip the daily and I'm going to go to the 4-hourly. So 4-hourly. I want to show you the complexity here. The 4-hourly, if you take the recent RSI lows and extend it out, so the lows connected with the blue line, connecting all these lows, which gave a break signal here on the way down. Now, in essence, the stock has come back to test that level. So here, what this is suggesting that short term, let's say day to day, there's a pullback here if we end up seeing resistance on the blue line. So for a short-term swing trader, hour to hour, that is something to consider. And also to understand that if the RSI moves above the backtest line, the blue line, chances of a continued move higher are gonna be there. In essence, the weekly is telling us that this is a bounce territory, but the 4-hourly is suggesting some resistance, hence the complexity. Now, if I peel back, and now we have 1.5 years of 4-hourly data. 1.5 years of 4-hourly data. I want to show another way of looking at this situation is connect the line, connecting the lows from early 2020. So connecting the lows here. And again, throughout all these lows, as we just discussed, this is also again confirming that this is a true backtest line. Failure to move above the blue line means that the next meaningful swing trade direction is down. And if we clear the blue line, chances of moving higher are now back in the stock. Let's take a look at a bonus point of view. Take the prior highs, and this is just showing how the RSI can be very useful. This was the prior highs. As we can see, notice what happened here. We went higher. We can use that blue line by extending it. When we extend it, we come up to this period here where we went below the line, back above it. In other words, it was a successful recapturing of the line, hence coming off the lows there. There's another way of arriving at the same conclusion that this was a bounce territory. Consider where it comes off the lows. Here, there's a wedge, April of 2020. Draw a line from there. Notice what happened recently. We bounced on the line on the 4-hourly. So there's a lot of data on these charts, and as is the theme for this video, multiple time frames can give you multiple looks, hence the complexity of the market. Back to the daily. I'm going to draw a line connecting recent RSI lows, and this confirms the 4-hourly look, because if it can clear the blue line, short term momentum continues higher. If the blue line becomes resistance for day traders, this is an area to expect that prices are gonna pull back for a swing trade lower. While, remember, the weekly continues to suggest stability as long as this line is holding RSI lows, and as long as the RSI is holding above 50. Moving below 50 on the weekly, breaking the blue line, the RSI lows line on the weekly, is going to confirm the 4-hourly, and prices could potentially be drifting lower with a break on the weekly chart. For now, the weekly chart is pointing higher. Remember, the bigger time frame dominates over the smaller time frame. And that is the dance between big time frames and small time frames. And so it is. Eric Muadith, Muadith.com. Love light, light love. Namaste.